Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the second Wednesday live draw of 2025 here at 7 Days Performance. Tonight, you're joined by myself, Greg. To my left is Jack. We're taking you through the draw tonight. It is a Wednesday, so just the one car for you this evening, which is the BMW G80 M3 Competition, plus £2,000 cash. However, if you don't fancy the car, you can take a very, very cool £47,500.
Perfect. So just let us know if you can hear us and you can see us, just because we are trying some new mics. You may have noticed that over the last couple of draws, we've had some crackles, we've had some annoying noises. So we invested in some new ones, so hopefully you guys can hear us, but this is the first time that we've used them. We've done a couple of tests. So again, just confirm as always that you can hear us and you can see us before we walk around the showroom and get too far. But as Greg said, we've got a pretty incredible draw lined up. But before we do that, we will walk around the showroom and I'll just read out a couple of your comments as well, just to make sure that it's all working, etc. So Liv just said, yep, all good, perfect. Thanks for confirming, Liv. Andy Brown said loud and clear, and Alex saying loud and clear with the celebration emoji, which is really good to hear. So let's just go for a few earlier ones before we were live. So Julia just said, I won a PS5 Pro on the Tech Instant win earlier. Huge congratulations, and it sounds like you're going to gift it to your son as well. So that's really, really nice. Hope he really enjoys it. Bit of a late Christmas present for him potentially. So yeah, congratulations on that. And then lots of people looking like they're pretty eager for us to get started on the draw. So Greg, unless you have any objections or anything else that you would like us to say,
Okay. I think we're ready to go.
Let's walk around.
Absolutely.
Ooh. There we go. So hopefully I'll just check that that is all coming through live. It looks like it's all good from over here. So it's gone very quiet in here, hasn't it, Greg? That heater's turned off and it's actually made a night and day difference.
Very, very quiet here now, yeah.
Perfect. But anyway, here's one last look at tonight's competition. It is, of course, the BMW M3 G80 competition that you guys have been entering. Somebody's going to win this for as little as 35p. But if you're not a fan of the gold/bronze wheels, whatever you classify them as, or the Brooklyn grey paintwork, you can go for the £47,500 cash alternative. So that's the only competition tonight. So as soon as we get around the showroom, we will be finding a winner for that competition. Let us know in the comments, would you be taking the car if you're the lucky winner, or that massive £47,500 cash alternative? But Greg, we can see one half of this week's jackpot competition.
We can.
Let's move a little bit further around and have a look at both parts.
There we are.
Just put it down a little bit so we can just get the front of, there we go, perfect. So here we have it, this week's jackpot competition. If a McLaren 600 LT Club Sport wasn't already impressive enough, it comes with a 2023 Audi RS3 Carbon Edition Saloon as well, just to make it that little bit more interesting. Somebody could win both of these cars on Sunday this week. We're back to the normal rota, so Sunday is the jackpot for this week for as little as 35p. But if you hate them both, potentially not a fan, you could still enter for the huge £145,000 cash alternative. But Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot because there are options as well, aren't they? If people are fussy, they can take a mixture. So read it out to them.
They can. So if you don't fancy either of the cars, you can obviously, as it is a double competition, you can pick and choose between cars and cash. You can opt for the McLaren 600 LT and £45,000. Or if you're more of an Audi fan, you can take an Audi RS3 2023 model Carbon Edition and a huge £100,000 as well.
And Greg, what would you do?
I'm a big Audi fan, so for me, I'll take the RS3 and £100,000.
That is a pretty ridiculous option, isn't it?
Awesome. Yep, awesome.
The fact of somebody's, you know, that is a dream car sat right there in its own right, and you can still take it away with £100,000 cash. But that one's for Sunday. If you're impatient and you don't win tonight's competition, we have, of course, got a Friday draw. Greg, you might need to pick the gimbal up a little bit, maybe move it around if you can't squeeze it in. Oh, no, that's fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. So here it is. We haven't done one of these for a long, long time, and it is the pinnacle of luxury. It is, of course, the Range Rover Sport First Edition. And pretty much what that means is it is fully loaded with as much tech as you can physically squeeze into it. This is a ridiculous car. I think it's pretty much almost like a sleeper from the outside, but it does have the 4.4 litre twin turbo V8 in there. And as I say, the inside in itself is a completely different ball game. Very, very impressive. Somebody will win that on Friday for only 26p, so the cheapest one in here so far, or you can opt for the massive £75,000 cash alternative. But Greg, we are now ready. We've been around the showroom.
We have.
Shall we find a winner for that G80?
We've got a winner to find. So
Perfect.
let's do it.
Cool, so bear with us just 1 second, just while I pop the iPad back on its stand and then quickly go over to the laptop screen. There we go. So, welcome if you are new here and this is your first draw watching with us. This is kind of the procedure and the layout that we use for the draw. So Greg is on the ball machines above. Give us a wave, Greg. There he is. So he will be on the ball machines all night and you will be able to either see him above or taking up the whole screen depending on obviously what's going on. And then to the left of the screen, you can see the spreadsheet which shows the ticket number next to the name it's allocated to. So effectively the person who owns that ticket number. And there's a couple of examples on there because it only got to around 85%, right, Greg?
That's right, yep, 85%, yep.
So 85% it got to, meaning there's a few unsold tickets. And what the spreadsheet does is it lists them as not issued. So you can see that again on the left, we've got 2, so number 13 and 14 are not issued tickets, meaning if we land on those, nobody wins from those numbers. So we will simply reload those ball machines and spin again, and we will do that until we find a winner. But first of all, we need to tell Greg what numbers to put in those ball machines, and then he will load them accordingly. So we'll go over to the spreadsheet. You can see the first ticket is number 1, and the highest ticket number in this draw for the G80 M3 is 299999. So Greg, if you can please load those accordingly.
That's great. So for the BMW M3 draw tonight, all 6 ball chambers will be used, and we'll start with chamber number 1.
So Pete Whitecross just said Sam a night off. Yeah, absolutely. He does get occasional nights off. We let him have a bit of sleep every now and then. So Greg stepped in very kindly to cover his place. Who else have we got? So we've got Laxi53 from YouTube saying BMW will look brilliant on my drive. Love the optimism. Let us know potentially how many entries you've got to be as confident as you are. Kaylee said, oh, could be a respin. Absolutely. So that is I guess there's no negatives to you guys for an undersold competition because not only are the odds in your favour, but you also get a little bit of potential excitement from a respin if we do keep going along.
0 to 9 there for chamber 3.
Lovely, Greg. So Ray Cox just said, let's do that. Let's do this. So yeah, we're loading those chambers. We're almost there, ready to find hopefully a winner first time around for that G80 M3. Andrew just said, just arrived back with the camper. So Andrew is obviously a previous winner. So huge congratulations again on that, Andrew. And I'm glad to hear that you made it back okay. Let us know what you have got planned for it. It'd be really nice to see. It's not the nicest of weather at the moment, but again, the summer's not too far away now. We're over that hurdle, and hopefully it'll get brighter from here.
And chamber number 5 is also having 0 to 9.
Lovely, perfect, Greg. And from YouTube, L1LSL, ready to take the cash alternative? Absolutely. Doesn't matter if you like BMWs or not, there's still 47.5 grand there waiting on the line. Charles Walker just said first time here for 7 days. So again, thank you for joining us, Charles. Great to have you here and best of luck for your first competition. Let us know, would you take the cash or would you take the stunning G80 M3? BK from YouTube, what time am I picking up my car? Again, love the optimism. If you are the lucky winner, of course, we will be in contact to arrange that with you, but best of luck for the draw. John Harper just said, Greg is doing a good job. So that's what we love to hear.
Thank you very much.
Some nice comments for Greg. Obviously, Greg is still relatively new to this. He's a few months in now into the draw process. He's been with us for about a year, but yeah, it's a daunting process, isn't it, Greg?
It is. And it's absolutely freezing in here as well. But
absolutely, yeah. It keeps your fingers a bit cold as well, doesn't it?
They are, yeah. But we have loaded all 6 ball machines, so if everything's good with you, Jack.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's spin those ball machines, Greg. Best of luck, everyone.
So all 6 ball machines are loaded, and as mentioned earlier, this is for the only draw for tonight, which is the BMW M3 Competition. Best of luck, everybody.
You all good, Greg?
There we are.
You got it?
Yep.
There we go. Cool. So yeah, the ball machines are now spinning. Pete, Jackie, doing a lot of autographs now. You're a TV star. Well, I wouldn't class myself quite as a TV star. I've been on a couple of adverts here and there, but it's good to hear that it's actually making it out there and it's worth the investment. And here we go.
There we are. So the potential first winning number for tonight is number 1, 0, 1, 6, another 6, and 2.
Lovely, thanks for that, Greg. So I'm just going to touch on one comment before we do this. So Mud X Muddy, millions of pounds worth of cars and no heating, screaming scam. So I don't really know the correlation that a scam has between heating and no heating, but I don't know if you're familiar with how kind of a warehouse is constructed, but it is tricky to heat them. They don't kind of come with it. We've kind of tried our best to make it almost as domesticated as possible, but we have got heaters in there, but it's a big open space. But either way, let's now see if we have a winner with 101662. 101662. Let's have a look.
So just while Jack is looking for the potential winning number, some nice comments coming in. Paul's wishing everyone good luck. Thank you, Paul. Jay saying get in.
101662. And what do we have?
Let us know in the comments, guys. Would you take the car? Or would you take the cash? £47,500 or a G80 competition?
I don't know why I did that. That's completely wrong.
What would you take?
101. 101662. 101
662.
So, Greg, it looks like we do have a winner first time around. 101662. Just going to wait for that to come up on your iPad. And if you could kind of give me a little bit of verification on that as well.
101662. Just waiting for that to come through. 101662. Yeah, that looks good to me.
Lovely. So a couple of comments noticed that I was going the wrong way. Luckily, I caught on it just before I got too far. But yes, we are there now. So we have a winner for the G80 M3, which is behind me. And the winner is Chris Cormacan. Congratulations. You have just won yourself a BMW G80 M3 for as little as 35p. Huge congratulations to you.
Yep, congratulations, Chris. Absolutely fantastic way to start off 2025 with a BMW M3 or a nice amount of cash.
Absolutely. You've now got that horrible decision between the car and £47,500. But either way, Greg, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it over to the gimbal camera. I will get Chris's number in the phone and we'll call Chris to find out, well, if we can get through and then see what they want to do. But over to you, Greg.
Lovely. So just while Jack is looking for Chris's number, just to touch on the double competition for...
So you want the double, do you, Greg?
Yeah,
there we go.
Double.
Yeah, that's a nicer shot, isn't it?
Lovely.
There we go.
So the double competition for this week is our jackpot prize, which is the McLaren 600 LT and the 2023 Audi RS3 Carbon Edition, which is also a saloon. However, as it is a double car comp, you do have a few options available for you. There is a massive £145,000 total cash alternative. Or if you fancy some cash and a car as well, you can take an RS3 saloon plus a massive £100,000. Or if you're more of a supercar fan, you can take a McLaren 600 LT and a huge £45,000 as well. These two cars are being drawn this Sunday at 9 o'clock, which is our jackpot evening. But how are we looking, Jack?
Yeah, we're almost there, Greg.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you've done a good job keeping it rolling.
Yeah.
Chris, there we go. So I'm just double checking that I've entered that correctly. Yep, right. So if you can move it over to the G80 once more for me, Greg.
I will.
Just get that in shot. And then we will give Chris a call. Nice. Perfect. So Chris's number's in the phone. Let's see how we get on. Silence.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Ooh, I don't know, that maybe seemed a little bit quick, so we could have been hung up on there. Let's just drop them a message very, very quickly. Oh, it's an iMessage as well, so we'll see if it delivers. Hi, Chris. It's Jack from 7 days. Can you answer, please? God, it's hard to type when your hands are cold. There we go. They've both delivered, so that's a good start. Let's give Chris a call back now.
Come on, Chris.
Hello.
Ah, Chris, I've just seen your message. That's an interesting message. You were just in the bathroom.
I was just in the bathroom and just came out of it.
Perfect timing there. So, Chris, obviously, it's Jack
Yes.
from 7 Days Performance.
Uh-huh.
Are you watching tonight's live draw, Chris?
I am not watching the night's live draw.
No? Okay, interesting. So, do you know what's being drawn tonight, Chris?
The M3.
Is it? Okay, interesting. So, Chris,
Yeah.
why do you think I'm calling you?
Did I win it?
Chris,
Oh my God.
you've just won a BMW G80 M3.
A G80 M3. No way. Are you taking the P?
I'm
Please tell me you're not.
absolutely not. You have just won that Brooklyn Grey G80
Oh
M3
my God.
or 47.5 grand.
Or 47.5 grand.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Huge congratulations. What a win for a random Wednesday night, hey?
I've seen it on the app and I was like looking at it going, geez, that is some bit of kit.
That's one way to
was like-
describe it.
Oh, it's beautiful. And then I seen the 45 grand and the other 2.5. I was like, geez, I didn't go into that.
So, well, whatever you did, it paid off. So it sounds like the app notification was the key piece of information that hit your screen today, and that's what tempted you into that last-minute
Oh
entry.
my God, that is fantastic. What do I do next?
Well, I guess, really, you've now got the real horrible decision of, do you want the car or do you want the cash?
I'd probably take the cash.
Yeah? Again, I'm not going to hold you to this decision, but gut
Yeah.
instinct is normally the one people go with. But it sounds like, yeah, you want to opt for that 47.5 grand then.
That would be unbelievable. We
Absolutely.
just moved into a new house.
Ah,
And it's-
perfect.
Oh my God.
Doesn't get much more
I
expensive
can't-
than a
I
new
can't
house, does it?
believe that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, if you do go for the cash, the best bit about it is you'll have it in your account tomorrow.
I live in Northern Ireland too, so it's probably I know where you are because of follies and stuff on thing, and I see everybody coming in. So
Okay.
it's definitely go for the cash.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if that's what you want to do, we are still live on Facebook and YouTube at the moment. So we'll end the stream and then we'll be in contact to just guide you through. It's a very, very simple process of claiming the prize, but we'll guide you through that process and you can get that all submitted. And then first thing in the morning, we can come in and pay you 47.5
Absolutely
grand.
unbelievable. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. One quick
That is
question
class.
that people
Yes?
always want to know in the comments. How many tickets did you buy? They were 35p each.
I think I bought. It normally comes up. I think I bought maybe 20 odd quid's worth, 20 quid's worth.
Oh, 20 quid's worth of tickets. I mean, no matter.
24 quid, maybe something like that.
Okay.
Because I actually went in. I actually done 2 draws. I was looking at the range on. Is it Friday night?
Yes, the Friday. Okay,
So
sweet.
if you want to ring me for it too, go for it as well.
Yo,
I'll take the cure for that one.
You've got as much chance. That's the thing. It can happen again. But either way, the guaranteed win that you've got is that car behind me. But it sounds like 47.5 grand is coming your way.
40. Oh, absolutely unbelievable.
Well, you can now have a sleepless night trying to work out what you're going to spend all that money
I know.
on.
We're actually heading out on holiday shortly too, just
Oh,
because
really?
of all the move and stuff, so I didn't get much. So, oh my God, unbelievable.
Well, you can consider that paid for by 7 days then, can't you?
Thank you very, very much. Will you be in contact tomorrow then?
Yeah, absolutely. So it'll actually be a colleague of mine, Sam. So I don't know if you've watched any of the live draws. It's normally Sam that does all the
Try
winner
not to
calls.
watch the live draws, but just and the surprise is better.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But this time you've got the best surprise because it has been your name that's come out of those generators. But yeah, congratulations. Sam will be in contact tomorrow and he will guide you through the process of getting that money in your account.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great evening.
Brilliant. Yes, you too. Thanks.
Cheers. Bye.
Cheers. Bye bye.
Well, there we go. So, Greg, you can come over now. You can come over. So, yeah, it sounds like Chris was, we caught him at an awkward time when we first tried to call. He saw the text message, quickly responded, and then out he came. And what a reaction.
Absolutely brilliant reaction and, brilliant way to start off 2025 as well.
Yeah, absolutely. 47.5 grand coming into Chris's account to start the year, like you said. But if you weren't tonight's lucky winner, of course, there are plenty more draws where that came from. The next one being that Range Rover Sport First Edition that's drawn on Friday. You could win that for as little as 26p, but if it's not for you, you can opt for the massive 75 grand cash alternative. And of course, on top of that, we've got loads of other draws. We've got tech, we've got cash, we've got instant wins, we've got prize every times. We've even got free competitions if you fancy that. But for now, that is it. So congratulations to Chris and anybody who came to watch the live for potentially a tech prize or a smaller cash prize. Those are all drawn automatically now. So if you did enter those, you can head over to the draw results page and find the results for those over there. And all winners will have received an email from us. So congratulations if you are one of those. Anything else from you, Greg?
Now, I was going to touch on the smaller tech and cash, but Jack has already covered that for me.
Stole it from you.
Stole it from me, yeah, but just one final reminder, our next live draw is on Friday at 9 o'clock, and that is for that absolutely massive Range Rover Sport with every option ticked on it as well. It is an absolutely awesome car.
Yeah, summarised perfectly, Greg.
Yep.
But until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.
Have
Thanks,
a good
guys.
rest of your week. Take care. Bye-bye.